guys, and welcome to the Bachelor Day, where I show you how to make fast, simple homemade meals you can make in advance, put in your freezer and use whenever you want. And today we are making shortbread, a good Scottish favourite. Brilliant to have some already in the freezer, just ready to go. I'm going to show you how to do this simple recipe so that you can freeze it and take it out whenever you want, or that you can bake it right the way through and just make a big batch and have them to eat on the day that you want them. Okay, let's get going. Okay, so just to run through, I'm going to make mine in a food processor, but you could easily just put it in a bowl and use your hands and sort of work away like this. So it's entirely up to you. The easiest and fastest way is in a food processor. So if you have one, I would say it's good to use. Okay, you are going to need half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. You are going to need 600 grams of 60 grams of corn flour, 225 grams of plain flour, 60 grams of icing sugar, and 225 grams of butter, okay? There is an option of white chocolate chunks that you will see on the recipe as well. This is once they're cooked, you can dip them in white chocolate if you want. It's an option, you can do it if you want, but I'm not really going to do it today. I'm just going to make ordinary shortbread. Okay, so let's get going. All you want to do is put in all your ingredients into your food processor or into a large bowl, okay? So I'm just going to add my butter. And you can just break this butter up if you feel like it's in too big a chunks. Just use your hands. It'll make it easier on the food processor if you do break it up. So I've added my butter and my corn flour, adding my icing sugar next. And then my flour. Should fit in. I've got quite a small food processor and it still fits in. And then just your teaspoon of vanilla extract. Sorry, it's a half a teaspoon. Is it a half? It's a quarter or a half. It's vanilla, that'll do. Right, let's get it on the food processor and we'll see what it looks like when it comes out. Okay, it's came out the food processor. I'm just going to pull it out now. Just be careful of the blade that's in there as you grab it. And we're going to add some flour and just work it into a floured surface, okay? Just a small amount of flour. So that we don't want it to stick. And just make sure it's all kneaded together. Now, like I say, you can do it by hand, but actually doing it in a food processor makes it so velvety and smooth and just absolutely delicious. I mean, I love shortbread. So give it a mix together. And then use your floured surface again. And you want to sort of roll it into a shape, okay? I mean, it's so simple, this. It couldn't be easier. You can make it in 5 minutes. So in a sort of round shape, depending on how big your biscuits you want to be. I quite like that sort of shape, if you can see that. I'll just try to lift it up, sort of like that, okay? And then you want to wrap it in some cling film once you've got your shape, because it's quite soft. So you want to get some cling film and you want to wrap it up and you want to put it in the freezer for an hour, okay? Sorry, the fridge. Put it in the fridge for an hour. That's just going to get it nice and firm. And then after an hour, we'll come back and see it and I'll show you the next stage, okay? So this is a perfect recipe to do if you're doing a few recipes and you're gonna make a mess in the kitchen. Get this one done first, get it in the fridge for an hour. Once you're finished your other recipes, you can come back and finish this one off. I will see you in 1 hour. Okay, and we're back. It's been an hour, it's been in the fridge. So it will now feel nice and firm. In fact, it'll feel very firm. And mine has got a bit of a flat bottom, so you can just, if you're quick, just give it another little reshape if you want. You just don't want it to go as soft as it was before. So you can give it a little roll to get it a bit more biscuit-like looking. But generally you want to try to put it in there already rolled into a round biscuit. Then what you want to do is you're dividing it into about 10. So I sort of half it, so I know I'm doing 5 on this side. And you can just mark it if you want. And then you actually just want to cut it. And it'll feel really firm, but it's actually very buttery, so it cuts really well. If you're freezing it, all you want to do now, using the same piece of cling film, is cling film it up. Put that in a bag, label it, and put it in your freezer, and it's ready then for whenever you want it, okay? Now, if you actually don't want to freeze it and you want to eat it now, all you're going to do is just put it on a lined baking tray if you've got one. This is going in the oven at 170. 170 for about 12 to 14 minutes, and they are going to just cook beautifully. Now, as an option, you'll see on the recipe, there's milk chocolate chips that when they come out, you could always dip them in milk chocolate if you want, or white chocolate. You could also, I loved when it's in a roll like this, to roll it in some demerara sugar. It's beautiful as well. So just lay them on your tray. I'm actually going to cook these just now for the kids when they come home from school. Hi, sorry guys, I got muddled there actually. This should actually make 18 to 20 smaller ones, so cut them a bit thinner if you want. And 12 to 14 minutes, and I'll let you see a picture of them once they come out of the oven. I hope you've really enjoyed watching this. This was making shortbread, freezer style or fresh style with the Batch Lady. Take care, bye.